This video is from my English professor at YouTube. I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. This video is part of a series documenting sources in an essay. There are 7 videos in this series, and we are watching video number 2, What is a quote, and why does an essay need quotes? What is a quote, and why does an essay need quotes? In an essay, a writer's job is to support the thesis, the writer's overall opinion about the essay topic. A writer uses quotes, what experts say about an essay topic, to support the thesis and illustrate facts and ideas related to the essay topic. In other words, quotes are the proof that a writer uses to try to make the argument, that is the thesis, the writer's opinion, seem valid. Your opinion without quotes to support it is just another opinion, so it lacks credibility. Here are examples of 2 quotes, here and here at the bullet points. And at this point in the video, you may wish to pause, go forward or backward now and then as you need to review and absorb the information. Now, about these 2 quotes, you may have a question, and it is, what is the information in parentheses? These are parenthetical citations, and that is the topic of video 5. What 2 to 3 things does every quote need? 1. A signal phrase to identify A, the source, the author of the quote, and B, the source's area of expertise. Detail what makes the source worthy of quoting if the source is not well known. 2. An explanation of what contention or idea the source helps to support or illustrate via the quote. 3. An interpretation of the language of the quote if it will not be clear to most readers. And we have 2 quotes here. And in the first quote, we are using 1 and 2 from this list. This is all we need. But the second quote, we need 1, 2, and 3. And why is this? We have a quote from William Shakespeare. This is 17th century English, and it needs an interpretation. What information should be in a signal phrase? Well, normally a student hears you need all these 5 pieces of information in every signal phrase. You need 1, the complete name of the source, 2, the source's area of expertise, 3, the title of the text quoted, 4, the publication date of the text, 5, the container, where the text is published, such as the New York Times for an article. Let's find out if we need all 5 pieces of information in a signal phrase for every quote. So we have a quote here, and we have a quote here. In this first quote, we have all 5 pieces of information, but in the second quote, we have only 4 and 5. Do we need all 5 pieces of information in every signal phrase for a quote? The answer is no. Why is that? If a source is minor in an essay, quoted briefly and just once, you can choose to use only key pieces of information to A, identify the source, and B, establish the source's credibility, but you must enable the reader to identify the source in the work cited, the list of sources at the end of the essay. So right here, we have the last name Gortz, the writer, the author of this quote here, because she is not introduced in the signal phrase, so we have this parenthetical citation to find her, to locate her in the work cited. Now, the work cited is the topic of video 6, and parenthetical citations, that's the topic of video 5. Does a signal phrase and quote need to be introduced in a specific order? The answer is no. And here we have 4 quotes. It's the same quote, and they are introduced in a different order. And this quote right here, this passage with the quote in it, has 2 sentences. So you can use a few sentences for a signal phrase if you need to. This video is part of a series documenting sources in an essay. There are 7 videos in this series, and we have been watching video number 2, What is a quote and why does an essay need quotes? This video is a presentation of My English Professor at YouTube. I am Nuala Mary Linka, aka Nunu, your friendly teacher guide. I hope this video was useful to you.